You know, say what's up to the hood. Y'all boys say what's up to the hood. Yeah, well, at least we know that. Hey, you know how to say what's up to the family, bring the whole hood? When you come over here,
What's going on back there with the engineer, man? Tighten up, man. What's good, man? We back in this thing, man. What happened to X, man? We jumped in here without X.
I don't know. I think he's doing something, but yeah, we in here.
All right, man. We back in this thing. Had a little delay, man. We held y'all for a little bit. Had a little delay, but we in this thing. We got 70 here. Hit the like button. Subscribe on the new YouTube channel. We're gonna jump in here, man. We're gonna jump in here, man. We're gonna start doing this more often, man. We're gonna talk about some of the kids and where they are, kind of like what are they doing, where they at, and where our program is and how they kind of fit in, right, fellas? That's what we trying to do.
Absolutely. This is
go ahead, talk to me.
This is something that Kyle actually brought up. We thought it'd be a good idea, man. Get some insight. Kind of like a where are they now type situation, but yeah, definitely.
What you saw, that first video you saw, that was a villain video. That's only the villains can see those videos. I guess we could show y'all a little bit more if we wanted to. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Let's see. We can show y'all a little bit more. Let's see. It's a villain. It's a villain video. Only the villain can see these videos. So become a villain, dog. I'll put the link down there somewhere, man. Make sure I hit the like button. Let me see. That boy sure said, "Fuck around and find out, boy." And Badoon found out, didn't they?
Yeah, Temple 2.
Huh?
I said, yeah, Temple 2.
Y'all see Street. Watch Street get some. Watch y'all see Street get some love. Watch this. 54 points. Y'all think I'm out here, man. I'm real, dog. Boy, show me love, boy. Show me love. Real out here, man. No joke. No playing around. That man want to be coaching. Game about to start. He hollering that street.
That boy popped up with the
real
Boosie
out
face
here,
on
man.
there.
We ain't faking. Huh? It's real out here, man.
I heard you tell him, yeah, like, hey, don't forget when you make it, dog. You know how we do, man. Yeah, dog, me and Dan used to the high school, man. I can't get a phone, man. It's crazy.
Real out here in the street, dog. She actually went to New Orleans, dog. Ain't that crazy? We were doing a profile because we kind of thought their uniform was cool.
Now that's love, man. Kind of similar. I said that's love. Kind of similar. I mean, at least the burgundy is. The gold, not so much.
She went to my school, dog.
What is it, burgundy and silver for New Orleans?
Burgundy and gray for New Orleans, but that's Bethune and burgundy and gold. So this villain, man, y'all just get in, man. This is a villain video. Only villains get to see this video. This video behind a paywall.
What's up, y'all?
If you're rich.
Oh, the dead hasn't risen. No rich home now. Pass me them collard greens. What movie that is? What movie that is? In the comment section, what movie that is? Y'all see Flag.
Shemar Kirk ain't played all season, right?
Shemar Kirk been in the game, though?
Oh, I don't know, man.
No.
I ain't seen him.
I think he got in against.
Man, he been in. He got in the first game. He got in the second game. He just ain't getting no targets.
Yeah, he got in against.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got in the first game.
All right, man, but that's a
play about
video, dog.
10 plays, I think.
Yeah. All right. So that's a villain video. That's behind the paywall for the villains. You know what I'm saying? You want to become a villain, man? I'll drop the link in there for y'all, bro. But tonight, man, we finna talk about some of the kids we recruited. X, how many kids you researched?
Man, I think I got 20. I only did from 22 to 23. I mean, the number that Betty and KB was giving me, man, that thing could have went up to like 40 to 50 names or something like that.
Shit, 20 is a lot.
20 is a lot.
It is.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And I left something off, but
yeah, you got 20 names?
Yeah, man. I'm a before we even start, I just wanted to give a shout out to the little homie. I talked to him the other night, Santana Flemings. He's at Western Carolina, trying to get it in, man. It's just crazy situation that he ended up at that school, but
yeah,
trying to get it in.
Not Mr.
Crazy.
Not Mr. Mario offered me. I mean, Manny offered me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like to hear that story.
All I'm gonna say is, man, when you have very aggressive parents trying to call the shots, sometimes it don't go that way. Your parents listen to these coaches. They hold the shots. You know what I'm saying? If your kid is a superstar, then it's different.
So like give me an example. Like what could have happened?
Okay, he had opportunities to get better offers at other schools. I think Dad wanted a specific offer, which was Florida State, and they wasn't giving it to him. So all the other offers that he was getting, Dad was really like turning them down, stuff like that. So it was like
very hard for me to believe.
I mean,
but it's okay, dog. Very hard for me to believe. Very, very hard. Very hard.
Yeah, I mean, he should have been up in Louisville right now playing.
So listen, man. So we're gonna jump into this thing, X. What we're gonna talk about is recruits. You know what I'm saying? Recruits that we missed on. Recruits that had a chance to come here, and what are they doing now? It's not a bashing session. I mean, you know how Cane fans get. I mean, y'all. Look at him. He ain't even played yet, dog. It's game 3, dog. Like, yeah, game 3. Huh?
I mean, you tell them, look at it like this. The name that I do run off, you as fans can decipher if something down the road was to happen, if the kids hit the portal, is it the opportunity for them to come back home? That's it. Look at it like that.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, so what we got, X? You got the names and you got a little information on them?
Yeah, I got the names, I got stats. I don't know if y'all ready for the first day. The first day gonna have y'all like, oh man.
Who the biggest name on that? Who
the biggest name?
Yeah.
The biggest kid.
The biggest name was probably Shemar. Oh no. You got Shemar, you got Kenyatta Jackson, you got Brandon Inniss.
Kenyatta Jackson.
You got Marvin Jones.
All right, so let's go.
Let's get to it.
All right, so I'm gonna start with Edwin Jackson, man. He was committed to us, flipped. He's at East Carolina, and surprisingly, he got 3 tackles, an interception, and a touchdown, a pick 6 return, actually.
We had a pick 6, boy.
He had a pick 6.
Yeah, surprised. What do you mean surprisingly? East Carolina.
And he's 17.
I mean,
17.
Yeah, he's still 17.
What you mean surprisingly? Yeah, East Carolina.
I mean, okay, surprisingly because everybody didn't nobody really think he would play. People was thinking like he had a red shirt.
Man, if he was leaving Miami, if you leaving Miami, you better be going somewhere where you finna go play.
Let's talk about that situation though. Like 17 years old. I mean, we all knew the story on what supposedly why he left. He had a girlfriend up there, or that he was trying to follow up there, something like that. That's a supposed story. We don't know. That's neither here nor there.
Right,
allegedly. But you go up there, you 17. In 3 years, you're gonna be 20 years old, eligible for the draft. Was that a good decision on his part to go up there and be starting, as a freshman and being able to get on the field early and do what he's doing? Or
well, Streeter explains it all the time. He say like if he had a son, he wouldn't force his son to go to no pack cornerback room. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go where you could play so you can show your talent. And now with the portal being the way the portal is, you don't have to stay there forever. You can just go play. And guess what? Now they see you in the portal. Go to a better school.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all mute Chris Young for the rest of this. Y'all mute Chris Young for the rest of this session, bro. I can't do this, bro.
Wait, what he said, dog? Let me see, dog.
Just mute him for the whole show. I'm not gonna deal with Chris tonight, dog. Nah,
listen,
not that.
That must be a good cat. We all thought the same thing. So can y'all see this highlight? Can y'all see this interception?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, so basically last night, I mean, we interviewed, we were doing something, we got something we coming up with. We interviewed D1 Chance. We interviewed Chance Robinson, you know what I'm saying, Miami commit for some things we got coming out, something big we got working on. And Chance Robinson mom is like a
super fan.
Like a very serious businesswoman. She owned a few wing stops, right?
Yeah, they got a couple businesses.
But she knows, but she went on a couple recruiting trips, and then she was just like, Street, I saw the business in recruiting, and I went to breaking it down, like in front of some of these big time coaches, and she understood it. You know what I'm saying? And she talked about kids not getting, they're going to get used, but we're trying to minimize them being used. So we're going to send them to the school that's going to use them, abuse them the least. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to the Edwin Jackson thing. Big fish, little pond, right? Y'all have heard me say it before. Big fish, little pond. At the end of the day, it's two recruitments. It's the recruitment when you're showing off in front of your girlfriends and your homeboys on Instagram and you're putting up logos. And then it's the recruitment when you walk in the motherfucking locker room. And you see who you're going to compete against. Sat out with the Georgia kid. I think it was Malachi Starks. Told him three DBs was jumping into the portal. He said when he walked in the locker room, all three of them was still there.
It's cold blooded.
He walked in the locker room, all three of them was still there. So I'm saying that to say, big fish, little pond. They cannot tell these kids that, hey man, if you go to ECU, they ain't gonna put you on TV. They can't say it no more. Look how fast I put up that highlight.
Right.
He went somewhere where he was needed. He got on the field, and how old he is? X 16 and a half?
17.
How old is he?
he just turned 17 this year.
Right. And so now purposely did he do it? Was he chasing cat? I think he was chasing cat, but it worked. Listen, big fish, little pond. But you gotta be willing, but you gotta be willing to do your own thing and walk by your own. So it looked like it may work out for him. That's enough time on Antoine, my little dog.
It's working out now, for sure.
So the next one, man, is Hakeem Williams at Florida State, true freshman. He has 1 catch for 9 yards. He got some highlight film of blocking. You know, he got probably the best blocking wide receiver coach of all time. So that's a good sign right there.
He did well during spring too. He did well during spring. I thought he
was struggling, X.
Yeah, he was struggling. He was struggling trying to catch on to the college game. Because it was, you know, he got some big expectations, you know, and everybody expect him to be like the next big thing smoking.
Rich, he was doing well.
Nah, I remember seeing him during the Florida State one of their scrimmages, and he did pretty decent. I thought he was.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. Who next, X?
I think.
Go ahead, Kyle.
No, I was just gonna say Hakeem he's one of them kids that's got to put his head down and take the game seriously. All the talent, all the potential. That last year and this year, of all the receivers, well, I ain't gonna say in this year, but last year definitely highest ceiling, most incredible package. Put your head down to work, man. You'll get there.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys who just don't know that he's that good. I don't think he realizes it. I think he's still playing at his age level. Like, oh, okay, well, everybody's 18 with me. Let me play on the same level instead of saying, well, I'm 18, but I could be playing like I'm 21 or 22. You know, so something got to click. Somebody, you know, I don't know if the wide receiver coach is going to get it up out of him, but something got to click.
Right. I remember when he came to see us, he was sitting out with us, and he said why he didn't play youth football. And he said why he didn't play youth football, he said because he was scared to get hit. And we all looked at each other like, mark that down, man. We can't put that out. I'm sure Cal and I'm sure all y'all, we told y'all. But before he got recruited, we couldn't let that get out. You know what I'm saying? We know that just could have been all bad. You know what I'm saying? Now he at Florida State. Get NIL money now, so it don't matter. It don't matter. You got a bag now. It don't matter. But yeah, boy said straight up, man, I was scared to get hit.
Yeah. Then you know he played basketball, so you know the saying is, you know, if you play basketball, you kind of scared to play football. So
you know, who's that? Dugan's still over there? Yeah. Dugan's is their wide receiver coach? Oh my God. All right.
Yeah, man, but I don't
know who M Roar is, and I wanna highlight some of his comments, but not with that logo, not with that profile pic, dog. Not happening. Not on this page. Shout out to you, though.
He admitted he FSU fan. He admitted he FSU fan.
There's some little kid flipping down to you. We're not doing that over here, dog.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So people who are not fans of Miami can't talk in here?
No, they can talk.
Nah, he said he just won't highlight them.
Yeah, okay.
You can talk, dog.
Set the rules. Set the rules. I don't give a fuck. Set the rules. Set the rules. I don't give a fuck.
They try to talk all the time during the space, man, and I don't be letting none of them fans talk. I'm like, no, y'all still trying to comment? No, like. But yeah, man, the next name, man.
They put the loss this weekend anyway.
Yeah. They got luck, you know what I'm saying? So, but with the next name, I'm gonna stay on Florida State. Conrad Hussey, who say he played safety for them. He came from St. Thomas. He has 2 tackles, 1 pass defended. True freshman. He's at Florida State.
Okay.
They're trying to get him in the rotation here and there. Got some upper classes and some transfer guys above him. So, you know, not a bad stat for a true freshman. You know, like that. So.
Okay. Who next?
Edwin Joseph, another Florida State kid who Miami could have had. He's there. He has 1 tackle, 1 pass defended.
So he's
same situation. Cornerback. Same situation. Got a couple of upperclassmen in front of him. You know, so don't expect him to play much. They trying to get him in the rotation here and there, though.
So tell the people, Edwin Joseph, kind of give the people a background like who he is. You know what I'm saying? He was the third guy.
All right, so Edwin Joseph, yeah, he was the third receiver at Chaminade last year. He played both ways. Actually, he's the guy who those guys was thinking that they was going to get JoJo. They thought they had JoJo locked up because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't happen, you know. But yeah, Edwin he's good. Nothing bad to say. Well, nothing bad to say about any of these kids, but Edwin is really good. Edwin is a baller. He's a baller.
Yeah, he's
like when the lights come on. When the lights come on, he's gonna play good. So that's just something I'm just gonna have to worry about for the next 3 years with him.
Okay.
Random. Hey, shout out to the 225 in here, man. But them likes looking a little bit suspect. Go ahead, hit the like button, man. Can't get we here doing that. And the subscribe button. We here covering all your favorite recruits that went somewhere else. Now you probably cussing them out on Twitter. So
it's y'all therapy for the night. So y'all hit them like buttons so y'all get y'all therapy.
And let's write these names down, man, so we can write these names down.
I got. I'm gonna text them. I'm gonna text them
the timestamps. Let's write these names so they'll be able to go back through the video and timestamp each kid name. So let's try to see if we can keep track of that.
And his next name, I'm gonna say the name and I'm gonna give you the stats and I'm gonna let Streeter speak on him. I really don't got anything to say about this guy.
Shemar Stewart.
No, it's not him. It's not him. Not him. Julian Armello. He's at FSU. He's a redshirt freshman. He plays offensive line. No stat line. He's on the scout. I mean, that's your guy though. Don't act like that ain't your guy. That's your guy.
He on the scout team.
Yeah. He's a scout team player.
He don't have what kind of stat line would he have? Like,
I mean, he would have a start or like not a start. He would be on the field. You know, like he just ain't got no stats. No.
Huh?
No, he hasn't got on the field yet.
Oh wow, we want that kid bad.
I know. At the end of his recruitment, though, man, it got kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? He got kind of wild. I remember one recruitment, he missed his plane back home. I think he kind of started feeling himself a little bit, man. One of them kids I knew that probably was gonna have to get calmed down or brought back to reality once he got to Florida State. All the talent in the world, but I can only imagine that's happening, and that's kind of the same thing I think going on with Little McCLain.
Well, I know. Look, we covered some of his games when he was in high school, man. That kid, I told everybody off rip. I say, man, whoever his coach, they gonna have to keep him calm because that guy he's a firecracker ready to pop.
Yeah. He get really excited on the sideline, really emotional, ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because he wasn't like that as a kid. And as he got to high school, probably started feeling himself. Girls started.
I mean, of course, you would be the same. You start 6'6", 300 pounds, and everybody else is 6'2". You're gonna be like, I'm alpha.
Can you imagine if Rodriguez ended up having a better career?
Well, Rodriguez was the better offensive lineman anyway in high school.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Way better than him. He was way better than Julian.
Wasn't Rodriguez a 3-star? I'm talking about as far as rankings and stuff.
We don't do that over here.
Yeah.
We don't do that over here.
No, I'm talking about as far as. So what was? Okay, so but hold on, but what was he? What were they projected as? That's like.
Man,
and then Rodriguez, he's interior. He's interior. You know, interior offensive linemen don't get ranked as high as offensive tackles.
Yeah.
So
we saying that Rodriguez was the better. Right. That's what I'm
saying. Ain't no we.
I'm saying that. I mean, I watched them play in a couple games, and I say, oh yeah, Rodriguez is way better.
I never heard nobody say that. Like I'll take that you said that. You feel me? But I'm just going by that the consensus of everybody else was saying.
Man,
no, I'll take it. He said it if that's what he saw.
I seen him get beat, and I seen him get beat in some games. And I'm like, how? You know, you too big to be getting beat.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's on camera. When he transferred back to St. Thomas, Nigel Kelly was killing him the whole game. So.
Yeah, that's kind of infamous now.
Why is he even trying? But it's cool. He's a redshirt freshman. He's a redshirt freshman, so he still has time.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see who's on the next docket.
This next name, my guy from the crib, Andy Jean at Florida. He was hurt the first 3 games. Comes in this game, instantly has not a huge impact, but it's a good stat line. Has 1 catch for 32 yards. Then he gets a run for 25 yards.
Against who? Who they playing?
They just played. They played Charlotte. My bad.
Well, they only scored 24 points, so
it was a close game, wasn't it?
Yeah,
22-6 or something like that.
Something like that.
How do y'all think Andy Jean would have worked his way into our rotation? Obviously not the top 3, but just rotating. I thought he had like some of the best footwork ever. So.
Routes. He's a good route runner, man. He's an excellent route runner. I could tell by the way Coach KB coaches the receivers. He would have definitely got in rotation.
I disagree with that. Like you see, Ray look like fucking Flash Gordon, little brother out there, and he even broke the rotation. Like
I mean, Ray. Okay, so Ray's behind 2 guys though. Ray behind Strepo and Smith. Gene would have been behind probably
who?
George.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He probably been behind George, and that's it. Like, cause the other guys ain't doing it.
You're
right. You're right. You're
touchdown. Hold up now. Let me plead my case. So who else you got? You got George.
So Horton is behind Young.
Yeah, Kobe Young.
Okay.
Kirk and Harrell is behind George. Those guys didn't even get in the game like that.
Right.
In the game a lot.
I mean, they're not getting no targets. You're not getting no targets. You probably going there for let me get a couple plays breather.
Hold up now. Harold got some targets. Am I watching a different game?
Okay, he got that 1 target last game. He didn't catch it.
I don't know. I see it like this. The difference between the Ray and the Gene, besides what X is saying, is like position, like how you gonna line up and stuff. Besides that, and the Gene is just much more. He's very advanced. Like Ray is electric, and the Gene is such an advanced prospect at receiver, bro. I do think he gets on the field. And like
I ain't
you
gonna say that. I'm not gonna agree with that.
I think it has.
You're not gonna say what?
He's advanced. Because I think Ray is more advanced than Andy. Actually,
I agree. And the thing is, it's about your position.
It's just that Ray got Restrepo and Brashad Smith in front of him. It's like they trying to get her in the game, but
you're not starting over X at all, ever. So I mean, George is just coming on, right? And behind George, who you really got?
Right. Ray. So George Horton is behind Young. So Tyler Harrell. Horton is behind Young.
Yeah, Harrell and Kirk are the guys behind George, and it's like I think Harrell might have 1 catch so far.
You think he got 1 catch this year?
Yeah, I think he has 1 catch.
I'm looking at. I don't see it. I see he got 1 target.
I don't know. I saw him got. I saw him getting thrown at,
like
but
one time. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I definitely think Andy Jean is a very advanced receiver, bro. From like E1 say from a route running standpoint. I don't know. I think y'all are kind of sleeping on Andy with that one, bro. I definitely think he would have worked his way in the rotation. It ain't just about position, bro.
No, KB, listen. Andy Jean is an excellent route runner. We're saying that you can't say that he's more advanced than Ray because he's not.
I mean, I'm not saying so. I think with Ray, it's I think route running wise he is. I think Ray is just this. He got all this. He got the speed. He electric. He run routes. And Ray is advanced. I wasn't saying Ray is not advanced. But I think that's how Andy sees the fit. Dog, I haven't seen
But
nobody with footwork like
totally
Andy Jean,
different
bro.
too. But it's they in two
Part
different
of route
positions.
running is separation.
Yeah, Andy's on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So him running routes is different from Ray running his routes. You know what I'm saying? Ray routes is going to be like a lot short, intermediate routes, quick hitches, stuff like that. Andy Jean's gonna run. He's gonna run a 2. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna run a 3, come back. He's gonna run all type of routes like that. That's different from what Ray is gonna run.
Yeah, part of route running is separation, and just from that, the natural ability that that Ray has. I mean, we see how fast he is. He's gonna get separation a lot quicker than Andy. Andy don't have speed like that.
Well,
But Andy
that's
is a
what route running
tactician.
is. But that's what
You're
route
absolutely
running
right.
is. That's how
So
you get your separation.
so here's the crazy part. We remember what's his name? The dude who played at Deerfield, who's in the league now for Denver.
Talk about Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy, right? I mean, in terms of running routes, in terms of making guys miss, things of that nature, very good. But as he's advanced, we see where he's at in the NFL. He can still run routes, but he's playing against people that are running at a different speed. So that separation that he had in high school, in college, it shrinks. So it's the same thing that will happen with Andy Jean. Great routes, but when we're talking about just that sheer ability to separate away from somebody that Ray has, Ray can make a bad route look good because he can separate from you. You got to be a real elite corner to be like, I'm gonna be in this guy's hip pocket, because you're not. Unless you that dude, you not. You playing 10 yards off of Ray.
Hey. Emerald, he asked somebody in the chat, how is he delusional? First of all, your profile pic, look what it is.
Who?
Emerald.
Why are we still talking about Emerald? That's your cousin. That's your cousin. I'm still talking about Emerald.
Well, Maddie about to go on a rant.
They're ready to get off the field.
But yeah, Andy, but Andy gonna be good for them. Andy definitely gonna be good for them. When they finally get a quarterback who can throw the ball past 20 yards down the field, he'll be good for them.
Ray will have a better career than Restrepo and Brashard.
Well,
because he's playing. He's playing. What happened?
Mm-hmm. You're not sold on a potential Heisman candidate, Graham Mertz?
Oh man, that man throw his longest pass is actually 20 yards. Like, that's it. Everything is 7 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards here. Like, I'd be like, well, goddamn, if this y'all offense, boy, y'all in trouble. And they got Kentucky this weekend, so shouts out to Stoops finna shut that thing down anyway.
Yeah, he plays defense.
Who next, X?
Stoops the coach at Kentucky, but the next guy is King Mack, safety at Penn State. He has 2 tackles. That's it. That's his stat line. True freshman though.
2 tackles.
Playing with Manny Diaz.
Oh, Manny Diaz stuffed Crystal Ball in the locker for that one. Yeah.
Well, he didn't stuff him. King Mack, he ain't had no interest. King Mack ain't had no interest in you on.
I'm just joking. I had to give Manny his props.
I think we got in the game late with King Mack as well.
Yeah, we did, but he just said he ain't had no interest. He ain't had no interest with Miami. It was whatever. Like, it didn't matter what happened.
Mm-hmm. Who next, Ed?
The next name, man, is I'm finally happy to see him in college, man, because it seemed like this guy was in high school for 30 years. Tariq Sapp. And he's a sophomore. He's a sophomore in Florida. He actually did good his freshman year, but this year, as of now, he has 5 tackles and a sack.
He came from St. Thomas, right?
Yeah. His freshman year, he had like 20 tackles, a couple like hurries and stuff like that, forced fumbles. So he did pretty good his freshman year.
Tariq Sapp.
The next guy, man, is Kenyatta Jackson. Ohio State redshirt freshman. Redshirt freshman. He has 1 tackle, but Kenyatta Jackson is huge, man. He grew into that body, boy. In high school, he just knew that he was just tall. Figured he just would be tall, man. He grew. He's about 260 right now.
Is he
still on the outside?
He was like 215 coming out of high school, right?
Yeah, he was just straight up and down coming out of high school, man. Now he's about 260. He grew into that body.
Still on the outside.
You know, when they came down here, you know, me and his old boy we play cards and stuff together. So they came down here, and I was looking at him, and I was like, I didn't even recognize him at first. I was like, huh?
So Kenyatta Jackson out of Chaminade came out with who? Marvin Jones,
Shemar Stewart,
Najee
Kelly, Tariq Sapp.
Tariq Sapp, nah.
Yeah, they all came out the same year.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, that was a crazy D-line class. I remember that, or defensive end class.
Tariq Sapp, I thought he'd been at Florida for 3 years now.
Nah, I think he got to be 2. I think he came out with all of them came out together.
Hey, what year you thinking this is? Tariq Sapp came out 2021, bro.
21? Okay.
Yeah.
Shemar Stewart came out 21.
Damn, but he wasn't ever mentioned as one of the top defensive ends. Like he wasn't mentioned in the same breath with them.
Well, but remember, because he played inside at St. Thomas a lot. St. Thomas a lot.
Yeah,
but he was always a defensive
end.
end.
I thought he was at Florida longer than that. But okay, so coming out, we thought who was going to be the best out of those 3?
The best out of Shemar, Kenyatta, and Marvin. Oh man,
right.
I think
Shemar.
I think kind of thought.
Shemar, right?
Yeah, I mean Shemar.
You got to remember, Bain was in that class too.
Bigger than everybody, but
no, Bain was in here.
On the field, I think it was more so Kenyatta Jackson.
We thought
until he got hurt. Until he got hurt. Once he got hurt, then it was like, okay, well, yeah, Marvin Jones and then Shemar.
Who y'all in the comment section? Who y'all thought would be better out of Kenyatta, Marvin, and Najee? And don't just be giving me your Kane answers. But who's further along now? Like who's done the best now? Is it
who's done the most? I mean, Shemar. Shemar has done the most. Obviously,
Najee got any sacks?
Najee had 4 sacks last year. Well, they probably did the same because I think he had more sacks than Shemar.
He did.
But Shemar just had more tackles. But
more playing time, yeah.
He had more tackles, but Najee had more sacks.
Has Tariq had the best career?
Yes. Tariq got the most tackles out of them all.
I know he played the most playing time. So Marvin Jones. I spent a lot of time with Marvin Jones this weekend. Marvin Jones has the oldest. Okay, I ain't gonna go there. All right, but I spent a lot of time with Marvin Jones this weekend, man. Went to his house in Georgia, man. Got a clean house, man. Marvin lived by himself. He got a bunch of niggas at his house, man. You know what I'm saying? What has he done so far, X? You got him on the list? He was hurt.
I got him on the list.
It hurt though. Yeah.
Yeah, I got him on the list. Marvin Jones, he just got 3 tackles so far.
He got 3 tackles.
Yeah, he 3 tackles. He's a sophomore. Yeah, this year he's a sophomore. Right? I didn't add his freshman stats.
Cool. So what? Marvin Jones. So who next?
Oh man, Brandon Inniss. He's next at Ohio State. True freshman. No stat line.
So Brandon Inniss hasn't played yet at Ohio State.
Yeah, he ain't got in the game yet.
Not even on special teams.
I didn't.
So does Inniss work his way into the rotation if he was here?
In Miami rotation?
Yes.
He'd be a slot, won't he?
Yeah, probably.
He'd be a slot, won't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be. Yeah, he definitely. He'll be a slot.
How tall is Inniss?
5'10".
5'10".
Maybe.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I'm about to say 5'11", maybe.
5'10", 5'11", something like that.
Yeah, it's
let's
already.
talk about
play.
Brandon Inniss, once the number one player in the nation, right? Then he began to drop when I think some people saw his deficiency, some things that he wasn't great at. Right? So he began to kind of drop on some of the boards. I think 0-3 had knocked him down pretty far.
Wait, did somebody just say he was start over George? I missed that quickly.
Yeah, I seen that too. I'm not.
That's why I took that shit down fast too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Keep going. I'm sorry. I just didn't know if my eyes saw what my eyes saw. My fault. Go ahead.
I think Brandon Inniss. When you think Brandon Inniss, at the end of the day, you're gonna think Restrepo, right? I think there's some guys that just know how to play football.
We talked about this, Street.
Yeah, I think some guys, and we never talk about those guys because they Jerry Rice and they do things. They just know how to play football. You know what I'm saying? And I think Brandon Inniss is going to eventually get fouled under that. He's that locker room guy. He's the guy that's going to work the hardest. He's the guy that has a positive attitude. And on the football field, his nut size is big, no homo. And he's going to go across the middle. He's going to find the open slots. He's going to make the hard catches. We just realized that he wasn't super fast. He wasn't super shifty. Well, give me some more words. Like there's some things that he's missing, right?
He's not over 6 feet.
Sounds like explosion. Sounds like.
You know who Brandon Inniss and this guy Justin Blackman. Everybody remember him?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about Blackman with there, Justin Blackman? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Brandon Inniss right there. He ain't that fast, but he gonna run the route and he gonna catch the ball and throw it to him.
Shit, Blackman was eating that shit up though.
What about that? What about that?
Somebody said Quan Bolden. Wow.
Quan Bolden, yeah.
Quan Bolden the beast. Now, if he's that, now that's a beast.
I can see Anquan,
And Quan was an Uber athlete, bro. That man was.
Blackman wasn't no 6'5", man. Blackman was about 6'1", maybe 6'1 and a half.
I was about to say that. I was like, because I was thinking Blackman was probably like 6'2".
I'm just saying, like his stature and the way he played the game. You know, like he's not super fast. He's just gonna run a good route, and you throw the ball, he's gonna catch it. You know,
right?
Stuff like that.
Very free.
So he can't play on not that he can't.
He's
but you don't see him on the outside in college X.
Yeah,
he can't play on the outside.
He can play on the outside. Again, it don't necessarily mean you got to be fast at receiver. You just got to be able to run a route.
You don't.
Especially with this spread offense, you just got to be able to run a good route and get open.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you can't touch the receiver, so it's like just run a route and get open. Make the cornerback flip his hips the wrong way.
So, Streeter. So we got Ohio State, who likes to get all these big time receivers. Do you think he fits that mold over there? Do you think that he may be in for more competition than he thought?
I think, bro, I think at the end of the day, it's about what you believe and who you are as a man. When you look at Restrepo, he looks like a kicker. You know what I'm saying? But he walks in the room and he believes that he can make a play. I don't think it has anything to do. I don't think it has anything to do with talent or anything like that. This man believes. No, I'm saying this man believes in himself, and I think that's what eventually gets on the field. I mean, and then at that point, it's IQ and how he plays the game. Or he can.
I think the thing with
he end up being the quarterback roommate. That shit helps too.
Yeah. The thing with Brandon Inniss is, and I remember telling him, I said, okay, you're going to Ohio State, and it's the same thing. you'll tell Jeremiah, yeah, you that dude. But guess what? They recruiting every receiver in high school that's good, just like you. So you get there, you might not be that dude just yet. You might have to wait. You know, then for Inniss, this is his first time actually having to wait because he's never waited ever in his life. He's always been that dude.
Okay. Well, listen. Okay, well, that's not necessarily true. I'm gonna tell you a scenario. First of all, Jeremiah is different. I think Jeremiah walks on somebody's field and
I was just using an example, just saying like, okay, we know when you go to college now, everybody's still on the same level as you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
I asked him when I interviewed him. I asked him, and if you go look at the interview, when I asked him, the look on his face was like very uncomfortable. Like, oh, I don't wait. Like, I ain't thought about that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't something that happened to me. But Brandon Inniss, South Florida Express, no, not South Florida Express. It was the Immortals. Brandon Inniss was really close to Carson Haggart's dad. He would bring Brandon Inniss to the Immortals sometimes on their 7-on-7, but he would just bring him to the team and play him. But because he would just bring him to the team and play him like in big tournaments and stuff like that, he wouldn't start him. And Brandon Inniss would just sit on the bench until his number get called, and he would get in the game and impact the game immediately, dog. So I think actually, like the Jacurri Brown situation, I think he may be comfortable because he's comfortable in his skin. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was walking into. So he's comfortable in his skin. So I think that him sitting there waiting may not be bothering him as much as people may think.
Oh no, it's bothering him. Trust me, it's definitely bothering him. It's bothering him. It is bothering him for real. He expect to play like some. It ain't that he got to start, but he's not very happy.
That quarterback should be bothering him.
Maybe I ain't here as last time we was in here, but we was alluding to we ain't well, but
quarterback should be bothering. That's what
he has a teammate that's at Ohio State that was recruiting. The next guy, Ryan Turner, he's at Ohio State, red shirt, cornerback, safety. He has no stat line right now. So move on. Okay, the next name I'm gonna jump into is William Fowles, freshman receiver at Louisville. He has one catch for 7 yards. That's a guy who I wanted him to take. But obviously he's stuck with Louisville.
What you think about? Well, it wasn't his. I think that's where he had. That's where he had to go because we weren't doing our thing.
We had a incompetent wide receiver coach guy who just was a bozo.
Well, so how do you? I guess it's hard because we haven't been able to see him actually do anything. You got any clips of him, X, that you saw on the field?
I mean, I saw him catch that one pass. That's about it.
Yeah.
No talking with
how he look to you?
He needs work. He needs work. You can just tell he's just raw talent. He still don't. Yeah, he's raw talent. He has a lot of raw talent. He hasn't been coached the proper way.
I wish he could have came through. But we'll see. Louisville got something cooking. It's gonna take him to year 2. And that's the thing. Some of these guys is gonna take to year 2. Some guys are gonna be year 3. So we'll see who next on the list, Ed.
The next guy on the list is the linebacker that we all wanted. We was all pushing for. Was hoping that he falls into the group. We got how many linebackers we took? We took Bobby, Malik, Marcellus, and Pope. We took 4. We took 4. Then we took 2 transfers. So like you say, you took 6. But this guy, I know we all wanted. Saquon.
X, we took 3 transfers, but we just don't ever.
We took 3. Okay,
Yeah.
we took 7 linebackers.
What's buddy name? Rocky from Rocky.
Talking about the guy from
Shelton.
Rocky McIntosh,
Shelton.
Rocky Shelton, whatever the hell his name is.
Dude from Duke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Stanquan Clark, he's at Louisville, a freshman. He has 5 tackles, 1 forced fumble. That's the guy we all want.
Through 4 games.
He's out there playing.
Getting on the field. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be a stud for them. Like by the end, by mid-season, end of the season, you're gonna know he's their guy at linebacker.
You feel like we had room for him, X?
Man, I would have added him. I don't care. I mean, I would have took him before I took the other guy from Louisville. We took the old guy who out there just got a jersey on. Like
Man.
The guy that's just trying to do like a model show or something like that. He's just running all around.
Oh man.
23.
Nah, we ain't doing that. We don't need to do all that.
23.
We don't need to do all that. But yeah, I think we all want a piece of Stan Quan, man. That just
I mean, yeah, I wanted him. I wanted Stan Quan back, but again, when you took 4 high school linebackers, it's just now you're looking at who's going to play. You know what I'm saying? So
and then his cousins Bobby and Robbie.
They close. They wasn't cousins or nothing like that.
Oh, okay. Play cousins, gotcha.
Oh, good. Who next?
Oh man, I think he was a whale, I guess, or maybe at one point. TJ Capers. He's at Louisville, but he has no stat line. He hasn't played yet.
Is he still hurt? Wasn't he having like a surgery or something at the end of the year, or that was just for that season?
I have no idea. From what I've heard, he's ready to play.
To that effect.
Say that again, Rich.
I heard something to that effect, but I'm not sure if that's still the case now.
So yeah, he might be injured. I'm gonna hit up the coach tomorrow to ask to see what's the deal with him.
Well, that's we'll hold that to the side till the Streeter get back. Streeter might know a little something. His old boy be here sometimes, right?
Yeah. The old boy, he always in there. Or on the other one, but yeah.
And what is he? Dang. I wonder if is he going?
Say he wasn't supposed to be like, he wasn't supposed to be in college. He's supposed to be in high school still this year.
Facts.
Oh yeah, he did. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I forgot.
Reclassified.
What is his position?
They got him playing like edge linebacker.
It's a 3-4 edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Louisville has a weird type style defense. I don't want to say it's a 3-3-5 or a 3-4, but it's whatever. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? They just got 3 down linemen, and then sometimes it's only 2 down linemen. So you like, okay,
that
man,
Virginia shit.
Yes, man.
Like that Virginia shit.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see who next.
Dwight Booty. He's at Nebraska. He has 2 tackles. He's a true freshman. He came from was it Palmetto? Yeah, he came from Palmetto.
Hold on. What did you say this man's name?
I met it, caught me off guard too. I thought there was a joke coming, but
Dwight Bottle. I'm gonna say Dwight. I'm gonna say Bottle, but it's not spelled that way. But Dwight Bottle.
Okay, my bad. I was
confused.
I gotcha. I don't even remember that name though.
That is crazy.
Yeah, no, you wasn't recruiting him heavy like that.
Oh, okay.
But, he was a good player. He was a good player for Palmetto down there.
Oh, they go Milf Hunter.
The next one.
Hold on, X. Did you hear us talk about Capers?
What about
him? We brought up his name. Have you heard anything about him?
No, I went to look about the other day. He played any yet, X?
Nah, he has no stat line. I think he has. They don't even got like no official picture for him. When I was looking at their roster.
Really?
I was like, that's weird.
We know he's coming off an injury.
So yeah, he probably still.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he was coming off an injury. Huh?
How did our recruiting go with him? Like did we just let it go? or did we try to pick it back up, or we never really just?
Honestly, man, it's weird. It's weird because a lot of guys who we think that Miami's going after, right? They go after people in levels, and sometimes the subject, the kid, and their family can feel that, oh man, they want us, but they don't want us. You know what I'm saying? Or Louisville could be bent over backwards, going all in, and then Miami, you know what I'm saying, calling you once a week. So some parents and some kids realize that, you know what I'm saying, you got to go where they love you at. Louisville's showing a lot of love. A lot of love.
Don't lie, KB. They showed a lot. Like,
you need a hug. Some family that need a hug, they gonna hug you.
We don't have to get because bent over backwards and showing a lot of love is crazy. So we gonna have to make an official pause button.
Bent over backwards for a lot of love. No, show a lot of love. And no, just sometimes. I mean, sometimes schools out recruit Miami, bro. Like for certain kids, they out recruit them. They go harder. Capers, think about it. And sometimes you're too close to a situation. You got Mario, you got Columbus, you got people that, you know what I'm saying? So maybe they know more about Capers than Louisville does.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's just be real. Okay, so part of the reason why is, you know what I'm saying, Capers became like big man on campus, started getting a little big-headed. He did. And the Columbus coaches kind of didn't like how he was acting. You know what I'm saying? So I think the move to go to Louisville, to leverage up and go to Louisville, I think it's perfect. Because we've all heard the story of, oh man, that man was good in high school, man, but coach wouldn't put him in the game, or coach used to hold him back. For what reason? So instead of right. So instead of going into that senior year with a little bad blood, a little conflict between you and the coaches, guess who really, really, really wants me? And he's showing love. Louisville. Go ahead and go where we really, really want it. A year early.
Mm-hmm.
It's genius, you ask me. You feel me? It's buy low, sell high. The stock market, that's what it is. You buy low and you sell high. So I mean, yeah. So I'm sure I can reach out to Dad. We probably could call him right now. He'll get on the goddamn line and he'll explain what's going on. But he's a young kid up there. He was a little hurt. He probably just nursing his injury and
his coach. Yeah, his coach just texted me and said, yeah, he's still injured. He's not playing right now.
Right.
So,
what do y'all think? What do y'all think his best position is, X, in college?
He's an edge rusher.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I agree. In a 3-4 defense.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to see him covering nobody. But he don't necessarily got to put his hand in the dirt either. So just be an edge rusher, man. Stand up and attack.
Yeah, who next? Who we got?
All right, the next guy, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but Daniel Harris, which happens to be what's his brother name? Not
Daniel
him.
Harris from where?
Daniel Harris is he was at was he at Palmetto? No, he was at Gulliver last year. But his brother is Darnell Harris.
Okay, yeah.
His brother is Darnell Harris, who went to Texas A&M.
Okay.
He has no stat line. He's at Georgia right now. He plays cornerback.
I vaguely remember that name. I remember the brother situation. That's why I said Texas A&M, but I don't necessarily remember him. How good was he, X?
He was pretty good. You know, he tall, 6'3", cornerback.
Damn.
He can run. So.
And he's not playing?
Nah, he's at Georgia. He's two freshmen at Georgia.
Well, no, the reason I asked that because Kirby makes it a habit to get his freshmen in games.
Them freshmen play, bro. Them freshmen,
he makes it a habit to do that.
Malachi Starks, the linebacker Walker.
Yeah, but he hasn't played yet. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, them boy played.
I mean, he ended up decommitting from Georgia at one point, and then he ended up committing right back again.
Oh.
So the next guy on the list is none other than Footballville. What we got? 5-star. What you want to call him? Alien. Shemar Stewart. He's some created out of a video game.
That's the villain's favorite.
Shemar Stewart got 3 tackles and 1.5 sacks as a sophomore. I didn't put his freshman stats up.
That's the people's champ.
We're gonna have he's gonna have his coming out party soon.
Yeah.
295.
So what is he?
Hey, what
295 pounds.
You said he has no stats yet?
No, he has 3 tackles and 1 second half. He have a second half.
He got any hurries or pressures?
Oh wait, I didn't put that. I didn't jot them down.
What's his stats, X?
3 tackles and 1 second half.
He got a second half. He got a sack versus us, and he got a half this week.
He actually has 2. He actually had another sack the week when they played.
He comes off the bench,
but they called the back because he grabbed his horse. It was a horse collar sack, so they threw a flag on that play.
Shemar don't start.
Some games he started, some games he don't.
Right. So 5 who got arrested, 5 didn't miss not a beat. 5 was in the game that other day, dog. 5 ain't miss a beat.
I saw that.
5 walked out the mud with the jam, was like, hey man, from cuff to glove, 5 ain't miss a beat. All right. Jimbo ain't on that. Jimbo like, man, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's like NIL. That's his other life. Got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, he got money to pay that ticket. You good.
What they got to do with the gridiron, huh?
Well, we know one thing about Jimbo. Jimbo gonna play the people who get arrested. He gonna play the people who get trouble. He don't care. He like, man, look, y'all just gonna have to get it out of blood with me. They play.
So tell me this. Okay, so let's get into it with Shemar. Shemar is pretty happy in Texas. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty close to the people. I talk to them all the time. Here's the defense that he's playing in. Are they asking, is his purpose is to go get the quarterback? Right, so because we don't get into that conversation. You know what I'm saying? We just say, how many sacks he got? Like, what is his job? Like, what is he supposed to be doing over there?
He's still he's supposed to seal the edge, contain, turn the run inside so the D tackles can make the tackles. Because they so big.
So the question becomes: is that what he went to school for? Is that what he envisioned? Let's for instance, like we know that shit probably wouldn't fly with Bane, and I'm not saying he should be unhappy or anything like that, but I mean I'm just wondering, like, is that the position he wants to be in? Does that fit him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he went to A&M to be an end, but the end that he's at, he's in the 3-4 defensive end.
Gotcha.
You know, if Leonard Taylor went to Texas A&M, Leonard Taylor would be a 3-4 defensive end. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? So his job isn't to go sack the quarterback and get 15 sacks. His job is to make sure they don't run outside, contain it, turn them back in to the other 2 big tackles that they have in the game. You know, but he can rush the quarterback also.
Right. So look at E1 comment. Is that true?
I don't know. I mean, I think if Shemar was here, man, Shemar and LT would be playing side by side. There's no way he wouldn't be playing side by side with LT.
Well, that's kind of essentially what they try to slide Mesidor in a lot more often, you know what I mean? Especially like on rush downs, especially did that first year. So I think that's essentially what E1 is trying to say. So.
Yeah, but Shemar would definitely be, it'll be him and LT on the inside, and they'll put somebody else on the outside because Shemar is 6'6", 285.
So X, was he one of those guys that had a problem going inside? Like we know Bane don't want to go inside, right? Was he one of those guys that had a problem?
Shemar don't like. He don't want to go inside. Shemar want to stay on the outside.
Yeah, he wanted to stay on the outside. I remember that.
He's another one who he said he don't like getting double teamed, and that's even in high school when at Pace when they would do that to him, he'll be frustrated. That's why everybody's like, well, he ain't doing that because he don't want to get double teamed. He just that's not his game. You know what I'm saying? But if you put him on the outside, nobody's gonna block him.
Yeah.
So that's not his job. Kind of like I don't know. What's Leonard Taylor's job here?
Shit.
Fill the goddamn gap. Pause.
What is it?
Fill the gap.
I don't even know, but that ain't what they told us at the beginning of the season. I have no idea. X probably know.
Get up. His job is to get up the field, fill the gap. Make sure you hit that offensive lineman before they pull. Because if you look at every game, when the offensive line pull, Leonard Taylor is hitting them before they get to that pulling spot.
Well, my thing is
that's why his power, his PFF grade is so good because he's hitting that offensive line before they get to where they supposed to go.
Thank you. We gotta stop. We gotta have some expectation management and stop expecting Shemar to get a sack every play. Because we're watching all these other hot dog water offensive lines, and these hot dog water defensive lines allow him to get pressure. Like if PFF is telling you that he's good, he's good. It's because he don't get a sack every play. Just because he. Not to mention, we already talked about the egregious holes that don't get called. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to LT, man.
Yeah, man. Because just remember the sack he just got this past week, right? If you immediately look at the following play, they grabbed the man by his neck. And I'm like, okay, they ain't gonna call no flag on that place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just, he's been getting held all season. He's been doing a good job. He's not allowing that lineman to pull or even get to the second level. He's hitting them.
Mm-hmm. My question is are we maximizing? Because you remember what we wrote up, Street? We were talking about him eating and being able to cut loose and go to the quarterback. So my question is, are we maximizing what we can get out of Taylor? I think like everybody knows he's an upfield, type of D tackle. So my question is, are we
if I put two guys in front of you, you ain't gonna get to the quarterback every play.
I mean, you put two guys in front of Gerald Willis and he did it. I'm not downing him. I'm just saying the way shit. Anyway, forget all that. I'm not downing LT or the way he's playing. What I'm saying is, are we not maximizing what we can do with him as far as him getting after the quarterback? So we can move him, or maybe we just don't have the other gap guy to take on those 2D tackles. Maybe that's it. You know what I'm saying?
They specifically double team LT every time he's in the game because they saying he's the one guy we can't allow to do anything. Like when LT's in the game, Harrison Hunt, they leave Harrison Hunt one-on-one. Harrison Hunt, he has to do a better job. When LT's in the game with Gore, come on, ain't nobody for the double team Gore. You know what I'm saying? Now. When LT was in the game with Dean, it was a lot different because they were like, "Oh man, Dean is getting in here a lot more than LT." So now we got to focus on him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as of now, it's like, double team 56 makes it 56. Don't cause happen.
Oh, when it comes to Shemar, bro, if you look at this play, and he got another play where he should have got like a tackle for loss in one of their games, and he even ended up getting a face mask, bro. I think he's going to be one of them guys that tests out so high in the combine. He is so fast in open field. Like, if now what y'all telling me his job and what his actually attributes, like, look how fast he is, though, to be so big. I just think he's going to be one of them guys that tests out in the combine and end up.
But okay, so now Street, now go back to look at the play. Look how the defensive ends go and make sure they don't get outside so the D tackle can get it. Look at the first guy who comes in, the D tackle. The D tackle, that's what they want. They want the D tackle to get all the pressure, and Shemar's job is to just contain, make sure they don't get outside. Stay in this little circle right here.
Tyler Van Dyke, Shemar faster than Tyler Van Dyke.
Of course.
I know you ain't talking about street. I know you talking about Kyle's big homie, man.
With that crazy legs, y'all didn't talk about open dog like that. He just got an medic. It's just the angle, dog. That's all. It was just the angle. If he ain't had that good angle, man, crazy legs would have dusted that boy. I don't want to hear that.
Is that a horse collar though?
Nah, he got about the back of the jersey. He got about the back of the jersey.
It says C.
What the fuck is a horse collar?
You can't put your hand. You can't put your hand inside the back of the jersey where the pads at and pull them down. That's the Roy Williams rules.
Yeah, I think now if Tyler would have if you would have saw his body go backwards, they might have tried to throw a flag.
Oh, gotcha.
But he went forward. If they might have tried to throw it, but yeah, like X is saying, basically the collar. You grab that collar, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then the next name, man, I'm gonna go with is another guy who Miami wanted. Mario tried to scoop in and work his magic, but it didn't happen. Earl Little. He's a redshirt freshman at Bama.
Earl,
he has 2 tackles so far.
So let me ask y'all a question before we get get more into Earl. We give Mario here a year earlier. You think we get Earl?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Just like that, huh? No ifs, ands.
I mean, him and his daddy said the same thing. They say, man, if Mario would have came earlier, that shit we said, it didn't matter.
Oh, that's interesting. Because his daddy loved Alabama, clearly.
No, his daddy loved Mario. His daddy loved Mario.
No. I'm not saying over Mario, but I'm just saying he really speaks highly of Alabama, not just because they're Alabama. When he talking about the nutrition and the weight room and Saban, and I remember when he came into space, that man was like, shit, he loved everything about Bama, which I can't blame him. They do things the right way. So
yeah, I mean his son is at Bama, so he better speak good about Bama.
So does he? What was the question? So does he play? Is he in the rotation?
He's another one who's coming off the injury from last year, and they trying to work him in the rotation.
And what is he playing? Still, he's playing that striker spot or star or whatever.
Like the star money slot stuff like that.
So let's put Earl. Let's put Earl in at UM. What is he doing right now?
Earl is probably doing what Jaden Davis does.
That was a good one, X. Good one. So you telling me we could have had 2 Jaden Davises? Ooh, all we had to do was call his mama and say happy birthday. We had 2 Jaden Davises on.
All you had to do, Danny Miez, whatever. All you had to do is call and say happy birthday.
That's it. It's not that hard. Dang.
And last but not least, man, we got the speed demon, Jaylen Brown. He's at LSU. He has no stat line yet. That's another interesting story right there.
Jaylen Brown don't have any stats yet?
Yeah, none yet.
He's a what? Redshirt? What is he? A freshman?
He's freshman. He's true freshman.
Freshman.
What was the reason why he didn't go to Miami?
Those are the receivers we didn't get. Jaylen Brown, Andy Jean, Brandon Inniss, William Fowles. Those 4.
And Hakeem.
Those 5 and Hakeem Williams. We ended up with just Ray and Robbie.
2 down south Brown brothers was trying to take his lunch money, Rich.
Ooh, boy.
What you say? What was the reason why he didn't come to Miami?
Because them boys kept trying to take his lunch money.
Yeah, man, they had a little bit of issues. Then his mom is she lives close to the school. Well, not close, but she's closer than down here. So he's been living with his dad, and I guess she's like, oh, let me go up there close to the mom right now.
Was she always up there, or this a Patrick Peterson situation?
Yeah, she was up there.
Yeah. I think I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how high Miami was on Jaylen Brown, but the dilemma with that is that he's a 5-star local kid, and that was the first time in the city that I thought we had 2 5-stars. That probably should have been 4 stars.
You had 3. Which one you had 3? You had Hakeem, Brandon, and Jaylen.
Yep.
Okay, let me
but listen to what Street is saying though.
Exactly. Right. And repeat myself again. You know what I'm saying? We got Brown with Kyle up there, and then we got Drunk X. Okay. We had 2 5-stars that probably should have been 4 stars, like 4.5 stars.
Oh,
that was the first time I had really saw that. You know what I'm saying? I had never really saw like us having a 5-star that I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't think of a time where it was like that. I think Hakeem was still raw with a lot of upside. And I think that Jaylen has some attributes about him that you can't teach. His speed.
Yeah,
but I think he has he has to be, there's some things off the field he had to be developed with. And it maybe was me being too close to it and knowing these kids, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that was the first time I had really saw that. And Gaddis brought that to my attention. Oh, Street, man, some of the kids locally kind of overrated. Hey, man, you tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got William Files. You got all these ballers around here. You know what I'm saying? And you worried about the 2 that may be overrated.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
That's what happened. Y'all keep bringing these motherfuckers that don't belong down here. Like people talking about we ain't got no goddamn linebackers. I don't know how we got back. What was it?
We got all these linebackers
back to back year. Am I right or wrong? Back to back years with the number 1 linebacker in the nation.
Right. That was crazy.
Or did I skip a year?
That man said we ain't got
am I right or wrong?
Not back to back. Oh, you talking about
going back to back?
Yeah, nah. I mean, it was just T2. He was the number 1. That's it. The
other guy was at one point in time the number 1.
Who?
Malik was at one point in time.
One Caper was at one. Wasn't Capers the number 1 at one point in time?
But Capers was listed as linebacker DN. He played DN.
But I mean, but so technically, I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we ain't got no linebackers.
This comment right here. This comment right here may be true. I had a conversation about.
Oh no, it's true. That is definitely true. He's not even traveling with the team. That is true. Like that is public right now. He is not. He's not even traveling with the team.
So didn't they remove him off the field?
I don't know if they removed him off the field. I know he wasn't even at the hotel with the team. Like
I read that he was I don't know which game or whatever, but he didn't come out with the team or something like that. And then when he came out or something like that, this was on Twitter. I'll find it. And then he was out there, and then I don't know, they either removed him or it was by halftime he didn't come back out. It was something like that. Like they basically removed him off the field or something like that. It was something I read. I don't know. I'll check and see. I was like,
that situation. I mean, he should go ahead and jump in the portal now and start looking for a new school. Unless he can't, I don't know. But yeah, that situation is done for them. For them two, for him in that school.
So yeah, Mr. Will say they sent him back to the locker room and said they escorted him off the field.
Damn,
I know I read that somewhere. I don't know if it was last game. I guess it was last game, X.
Damn.
It wasn't last game. Last game he didn't. Oh, probably Charlotte. You talking about probably the game they just played.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because the other game was it whoever they played on the road. He didn't go. He wasn't with the team. He didn't travel with them.
Ooh, that's ugly.
Yeah. I know this summer Kamari was in there negotiating NIL real hard. Like he was negotiating hard. Like really hard. But damn, that's kind of crazy. I'll say.
I agree.
What you think he get picked up somewhere else?
He's getting kind of a bad name with coaches. And you know that travels to other coaches at other schools. So I don't know. I mean, obviously he'll get picked up because of his talent, but it's not going to be like a top school or nothing like that.
Nah, not even as talented as he is.
I mean, you know, once a coach started backing out, we talking about he's not a locker room player. You know, he's a headache, stuff like that. Oh, it's not. I mean, school started to back up off him.
Mm.
Damn, I thought Dog was gonna have a good season this year too.
And they stick you with that cancer label, oh boy.
He can always go to UCF, right down the road.
I mean, that's the thing. They say, man, UCF gonna take whoever, man.
Right.
It don't matter who. They want everybody. I see somebody.
Want everybody.
Yeah, everybody who at the portal who don't nobody want, come to UCF. We'll take
you. Come to death row.
See everybody.
So listen, man. Let's get into some of these start questions, man. We got a question from Anthony Manzano. Anthony Manzano said, "Have you guys ever talked about Jacurri Brooks?"
Man, we've talked about Jacurri Brooks forever. We just haven't talked about it recently. He's in a situation where he's at Bama. They got a horrible quarterback. It's just not looking good for him or Bama right now with the passing game.
Yeah. So what should he do? Should he? I mean,
he's a junior. He's a junior now, so it ain't like
junior.
Yeah, you're a junior, so it ain't much. Left for him to do. Obviously, you just gotta perform.
Graduate and transfer. Be a grad transfer.
I mean, he's gonna have to have an explosive year once he do that. You know.
Well, I mean, it's not hard. You look at what Rambo came and did for us. He got to go somewhere that's gonna slang the ball, and somewhere that's gonna,
he's obviously get better. He's naturally better than Rambo, but I mean, he hasn't done nothing in college yet. Besides catch that couple of touchdown passes. Rambo had some decent moments at Oklahoma before he came to Miami.
So how about this one? Would you say that Jacurri Brooks is better than the grad transfer receiver we got now?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes, he's better than both of them. My bad, not both of them. The only one we got is the Harold, right? Well, he's better than Harold.
Not only Harold, we got what's his name?
We got Kirk. We got Shemar Kirk.
He's better than Latson. He's better than Michael Redden.
Shit! I ain't heard Latson name all.
Wait, hold up now, X. Hold up. Let's not give out no false information. He better than Kobe Young too.
You think so? Well,
2021, 15 receptions, 192 yards, right? 2022, he had 39 receptions for 674 yards, 8 touchdowns. And this year he got 1 reception.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll take him. I would have took him. If you would have said he ready to come back home, I'd be like, man, take him.
He's 6. I think he's what did Kobe Young do last year? Like, what was his stats? Let's see.
He caught on late. Kobe caught on late, like 30, 300 something.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's not saying to people he ain't done nothing in college yet. That's inaccurate.
No, I wasn't saying he hasn't done that. I was saying compared to what was the guy Rambo? I'm saying Rambo. Rambo.
Yeah, he was saying compared to Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo had a good season.
No, he was saying Rambo was balling in Oklahoma. Yeah, he was saying Rambo was balling in Oklahoma before he came.
Terrence Lewis, I see they keep asking me about Terrence Lewis. Is not at UCF no more. He's at a JUCO.
Right. And we hope he get together.
Is he playing?
You should say something, Kyle?
Yeah, he's playing over there.
He's at a JUCO, probably eating some Subway right now. Let's just hope let's just hope he's happy. Young man,
question. If y'all think if Jacurri sits this year plus next and just focus on developing, he can 2 years. He can do what Jalen Hurts did at Bama his freshman year to Oklahoma his senior year.
I see the trajectory. Go ahead, Rich.
I was about to say I don't know how or why he would sit, like, because if he's at Bama, they're gonna want him to play unless he just decides to opt out himself.
No, I think
No.
they talk about
I think he talking about
Jacurri Brown.
Jacurri.
Yeah.
I thought we were still on.
Jacurri Brown. My bad. I said probably Brooks, but Jacurri Brown. If Jacurri Brown sits this year plus next, and folks, so they said if Jacurri Brown sit for 2 years, damn, I didn't know he was that bad. Yeah, I got 1 win on this belt. If he sit for 2 years, developing, he can do what Jalen Hurts did at Bama his freshman year to Oklahoma next, his senior year. Basically, make that jump that Jalen Hurts made. I think if you put him in that coach's system,
Lincoln Riley,
yeah, he can be fucking Charlie Ward. Like anybody in that guy's system is good. To be honest with you, but go ahead, actually, I got something to say, and I'll just get my
I agree. If you put, like you said, if you put him in Lincoln Riley's system, you put him in Ryan Day's system, they have a system already set. You know what I'm saying? So their quarterbacks thrive because their system is already set. You know, him having to sit at UM, he came from an offense that wasn't in high school, wasn't really pass happy. He gets to UM. He has an incompetent quarterback coach. He has an incompetent wide receiver coach, offensive coordinator. He has an offensive line that was just didn't care to block anybody. So it's like he didn't learn anything his freshman year. Now he has to sit his sophomore year and learn everything all over again with the new quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator. So I don't know about the sit for 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of harsh, but you know he has to learn the system to get in the game.
Okay,
my thing is, how bad is he? I mean, come on now, sit for 2 years. I don't think he's. Honestly.
I got something on that. Oh, go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, honestly, I think if you give him a manageable game, let's say 15 passes in about 15 runs, I believe he could win. I believe outside of the Texas A&M game, if you have Jacurri at your quarterback right now, he's 3-1.
Right.
So how much does he have to improve? I don't. That's kind of hard to say. For 2 years, let's put it this way. I'm gonna put it back on the coach. I'm gonna do a KB and put it back on the coaches. If he's not ready by next year, then I think he should transfer, go elsewhere. Because I mean,
man, when he got here, when Jacurri got here, man, and Street will tell you, like it was being said that he's compared to Cam Newton, and I was saying if he's compared to Cam Newton, we finna win the championship because Cam Newton was just that dude in college. So his thing is the same issue Cam Newton had. Like you got to give him an offense where he's able to use his ability. Cam Newton could throw the deep ball. You know what I'm saying? Jacurri could throw the deep ball. Yeah, I mean, just don't sit there and expect him to throw the deacon
sideline.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Give him an offense where he can throw the ball down the field and he can pull the ball and run. Stuff like that. Like you said, Rich, it's the coaches. Coach him up. Give him the opportunity to do what he does best.
Yeah, like real fast. The Jacurri thing, like oh my gosh, y'all overdo it. The kid is good and he's gonna be good. I keep saying this. Go back and watch that Georgia Tech game, and I need y'all to show me where the passes were where he was throwing it in the dirt or throwing it out of bounds or something. That boy had a good game for a freshman that is not that great at throwing the ball yet. That boy had a damn good game. Y'all need to go back and watch that. So he's not that far off. E1 just said it. Like this is the problem he should have set last year. This year he'd be getting all these backup snaps and he would be ready for next year. But he's a hard worker. He's diligently trying to learn. He's gonna get there. We're gonna be fine with Jacurri. We're gonna be happy with Jacurri. So I don't know what's all the. I don't have a single worry in my bone about Jacurri.
It's crazy.
I think it's gonna be fine.
From the first day we've seen Jacurri at practice to right now, I'm telling you, if we had to scale it from 100, from 1 to 10 of how he's gotten better, I would give Jacurri an 8 right now. I say he's way better than what he was when he got here.
Right. So that game that Kyle always refers to, the Georgia Tech game, Jacurri won that game with Gaddis at OC. I got a question for everybody. Did Tyler Van Dyke look different last year?
He's no longer a first rounder because of
different
last year.
Right. Does he look different this year?
Yeah, he looks like the old Tyler. Mm-hmm.
So with incompetence, and I can get there now with the shit that we did last year. With incompetence, everybody looks subpar, right?
Mm-hmm.
So give Jacurri Dawson, right, and put that with what you saw at Georgia Tech. Because you got to understand, his family was screaming for them to redshirt him last year, and then they decided to injuries, you know what I'm saying, kind of forced him into a game, and they did not want that.
Right.
So to understand this, we're talking about a different OC, which has a different wide receiver coach, which has the whole entire offense looking different.
Don't forget the offensive line.
And add Jacurri's skill. So add Jacurri's skill set to that. See, I'm just willing to bet. Listen, it's facts. If I had to bet on him or Emory, right? I'm betting on the guy that I saw play in the ACC game, 2 of them. Yep. Won 1 and lost 1. Period. I don't know what the fuck y'all betting on. I don't know what y'all going off of, but I'm betting on the guy that we saw bring us joy. We was drinking shots X. He got us drunk because they kept scoring touchdowns. I'm betting on the guy that was in the game when all that happened. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be delusional as y'all want to, but there will eventually be a quarterback battle between Emory and Jacurri. And I think Jacurri will win it, and I think they both will have good careers at Miami. That's what I believe.
Mm-hmm. We set up nicely. We are set up nicely.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Look, man, look. I want it to be a battle. May the best man win. Because at the end of the day, you are one play away from getting in the game. So,
right.
You know,
now I do have to say, I like Emory's short game. He could throw the short game very well, and manage the game very well. But he hasn't been under the fire yet. So when he gets in and has to play to put up points against Florida State defense, Clemson defense, A&M defense, like actually has to score, that's when you're really gonna know what you got.
Yeah, Jacurri played at Clemson with Gaddis calling the plays for a full 3 quarters, bro, and did not want to come out when they took him out.
Mm-hmm.
He's already been through the fire. I mean, so only time will tell. I just say, for the people who don't understand, Miami has a great quarterback situation right now, a very unique one for the people that don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's a transfer somewhere, X? You think they bring in a transfer?
I mean, the one guy I keep mentioning, but I was told the other day. I mean, I think I told KB and them the Sunday that I don't know if I told. I just say, well, no, I ain't tell y'all. I think I'm about to jump into that sweepstake too. So.
That we talk about the same. We talking about the same person when we had the Alabama situation earlier this year, correct?
No. I'm talking about the one from Texas.
Oh no! I thought we were gonna revisit that the person that if we lost TVD, yeah, I thought we was gonna revisit that next year.
Oh no! I'm talking
somebody,
about
somebody said that recently.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
that's what I had heard.
I don't see how, because that he hurt right now though, I think.
Oh.
That guy at Texas is still at Texas?
Yeah. The crazy thing is, Texas think they slick. They got him trying to run with the tools like he's going to be the backup quarterback or the guy next year.
When they know he not.
We all know who job that is next year. They don't even got to play with our head like that. We know who job it is.
Do we know that for sure? Like, do we know
that? Look, that's that man's job. That's Manny's job.
His job. Because if they don't give him that job, he gone.
But do we know he's like? What really do we know he's like good enough? Like, do we know this, or we just?
I don't think he's good enough, but that's Manny's job. That's his job. Like,
that's a tough situation for that jit to be in, man. I think I would have got up out of there, man. Maybe he's staying.
That's what he should have got up. He should have left. He should have left.
I definitely would have cleared it.
There's no way he thought he was going to be a starter with the quarterback who started now, and then Manning.
Then Manning coming.
But at the same time, he watching it every day. He know what we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
He in his head, he probably saying, "Man, I know I'm better than this guy." He probably is, but we just let's be logical. That's Manny's job. You know what I'm saying?
To be really honest about it, even the guy who's starting now for Texas, Quinn Ewers, is he head and shoulders better than the other two guys behind him? No.
Oh yeah, no, he's head and shoulders.
Yeah, that motherfucker's good.
He's head and shoulders.
He's head and shoulders better.
Yeah, he's head and shoulders better.
That motherfucker Drake Mayish. You see that boy against Alabama, boy? That boy cold, boy.
No, I saw him against Alabama last year. I'm talking about this year.
You saw him this year?
This year it might be the competition, but
Rich Face been in them.
He played Bama this year.
Rich Face been in them Jamaican coconuts whole football season this year.
He played Bama this year, Rich.
Sunday I said if it was, you got Caleb Williams quarterback 1, and then Quentin Rivers quarterback 2, and then everybody else is just following. He like that. And if he keeps playing how he's playing, he can take quarterback 1 from Caleb.
Look, while we're at that school, we missed the kid before we move on real quick. While we're at that school, we missed the kid who's technically, from South Florida. Cedric Baxter.
Ah, man, we didn't really miss him, man.
He playing, ain't
he?
I'm saying we missed discussing a kid. That's the kid that we missed talking about. That was my favorite goddamn recruit. I wanted that dude so bad.
He playing. He getting some PT. I saw him in the game the other
day. He getting some PT.
He is.
He definitely getting PT. I mean, if he would have came, then you wouldn't have no Jai Allen. So.
Yeah, I would have been happy with that.
Jai Allen was out because he had a viral infection last week, so that's why he didn't play.
So listen, before we get out of here, man, Coach Prime was asked on what does Cormani McCLain has to do better, and he responded: study and prepare, be on time for meetings, show up to meetings, understand the scheme. I check film time from each player so I can see who's preparing. So if I don't see that, that you would be a fool to put you in the game. Basically, so if I don't see that, you somebody will be a fool to put somebody in the game that's not prepared, and that goes for all my.
You didn't see the rest. You didn't see the rest of the quote street.
No, I only got. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got. He said something else. Damn.
No, with the reporter, because the reporter went on to ask him, well, why did he get in the game? He said at that point, hell, I would have put you in the game. I was looking for anybody to go play.
Oh yeah,
and getting their ass whooped.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because he got a tackle on the fake point.
Last week that Cormani's seeing the field was up to Cormani. I wonder if you could elaborate on what you want to see him do. 1 and 2, did he help his case?
Study, prepare. Study, prepare. Be on time for meetings. Show up to the darn meetings. Understand what we're doing as a scheme. Want to play this game. Desire to play this game. Desire to be the best in this game.
Missed a lot of shit.
Practice in the film room.
Y'all can hear this?
And on your own free time.
Yes.
You do know that I check film time for each player upon the week. Thursday, I need film time from the whole staff so I can see who's been preparing. And that's just not about Cormani. It's about a multitude of
in that regard? So you got out there late.
What a score? Shoot. I started to put you out there at one point.
And this is after they got their behind. So listen, so first of all, man, what y'all two, who want to go first? Like, what y'all thoughts on them comments? Let us know in the comment section what y'all think about those comments.
I think I'm gonna go real quick. I personally think that Deion saying that the way he did was him not trying to just call Cormani out, but he was frustrated with the fact that going into a big game like that, you don't have guys who really know how to prepare for that moment. And I think that's what he was speaking toward. Like, you about to go up against a juggernaut. You know that these boys is good. And you're not there. You don't know how to prepare for that type of situation. And because you can't prepare for that situation, the coach can't count on you. Can't count on you to be there. And that's the biggest thing that I heard with the tonality that he was speaking with.
Right.
You know.
Now, my whole perspective about that is at that point, I think Deion was upset. You know, like, why is he even asking me about Cormani when we just got beat? You know what I'm saying? If he played and he didn't play, it wouldn't have mattered. It did. You're focusing on this one guy, and Deion basically telling you, like, okay, yeah, Cormani probably one of our most talented players, but he's not mentally ready. Right. When I look at his face on the sideline, I've seen this before, and I keep telling people, I say the kid is homesick. Whether he want to still be there or not, he's homesick. And kids get like that in college. It just happens everywhere. We got kids on our team that's homesick. So by him being late or not studying or whatever, a lot of that got to do with, man, I just ain't feeling it right now. You know what I'm saying? He's away from people who could put him in a car and say, boy, you got to go to practice. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to get to class. Sometimes when you get away, man, you just be homesick and it just takes a toll on your whole entire body. It happens. It happens to kids all over.
Yep. Same motherfuckers ain't getting to class before he left. But the way I looked at it was, I looked at it like Deion was just talking to him. Deion was just kind of answered the question. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was a deeper meaning to it. Like if it was like Deion was like, oh, waiting for somebody to answer this, because I got to put this in the atmosphere. It could be that. It could be a deeper meaning to it. Me personally, I'm just gonna say he was just talking to him and letting him know. And just putting it out there, in the air. Street, I know you probably got a different thought process on it because you probably don't seen this a million times. I just think he was just putting it in the air, just tapping him on the shoulder and letting them know, hey, bro, get shit together, or you ain't gonna play. Nah, that's the way I felt.
I think once you putting it out there, when somebody specifically says about somebody's name and you don't Mario Cristobal the damn question and keep it internal, now you're trying to send a message to somebody. Cormani McCLain mom is a very strong-willed, had a very strong lock on her son, and tried her best to protect her son the best way she could. She controlled a lot of situations. In that regard, I'm sure he looked to his mom for a lot of answers. You know what I'm saying? I remember we were interviewing him one time, and in the middle of the interview, his mom called, and you should have saw his face, almost like he was in the wrong place. His face got pale. He answered the phone in the middle of the interview, like she could have came through the phone with a belt. You know what I'm saying? It was like you could see it all over his face. Like, yeah, I'm right here, mom. Like she was stern. She don't play. And imagine her not being able to put her hands on her son as fast as she could for the last 19 years. So when things start going wrong, she probably come fix it. It's his first time probably having to fix it on his own. And whatever he's doing is not sitting well with Deion. And I think him saying this to the public means that, bro, listen, the ice is thin. Mark Pope your ass, y'all keep playing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like to me. The ice dog, this is your last, this is your last chance. This is my last cry to you, your family, to let y'all know straight up, this ain't me. This is on your boy. This is on your son. And either he's gonna respond or he gonna fold. You know what I'm saying? He'll fold and he'll be at another school somewhere. But I think it was his. When you go public like that, in a situation where you don't have to go public, you sending a message. It's the media. I mean, he knows what he's walking up here to do. You sending a message. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I definitely agree. He was sending a message. Now whether he was sending it to mama and everybody else, or preparing people for when it's time to cut ties, so people already know, or at least be on that side of the story. It could be that. I'm not sure, but he definitely was sending a message. Message sent. Will it be received?
He just told you. Yeah, he just told us his report card right there in front of God and everybody. And he knows it's going to go viral. So he just told us this boy's coming to meetings late. Sometimes he ain't coming to meetings. You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking at film.
I'm gonna make you famous either way.
I mean, so for him to go there, yeah, dog, is I think, and somebody I see E1 saying, man, damn, he just got there. Well, well, I think there's a guy that's going through a process that's trying to learn, and then I think there's a guy that is so immature that it's like, bro, listen, you may not be ready for a big time football yet. And I don't know any inside, but just my experience, you know what I'm saying? What he doing may be that egregious to Deion. Now, what he told us he's doing, listen. What he told us he's doing sounds bad. I can only imagine what he's really fucking doing. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine what's really going on. That's like, yeah. Like when your girl catch you. When she catch you cheating, it sounds bad. But boy, if she really knew what you was doing, it'd be all bad. Is with their girlfriend. My bad. Listen, man, let's get up and get ready to get up out of here. Actually, I got anything else, man? I think it was a good show, dog.
Nah, ain't nothing else. That's it.
You good? You good, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm good. We space tomorrow, X. Everybody else, keep X in your prayers and stuff, man.
Yeah, we're gonna space tomorrow. We're gonna be short because I gotta start. I gotta travel early Thursday morning and come back Thursday night, which is crazy. But so yeah, it won't be no long space.
Okay. Cool, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Only a hater won't hit the like button for free, bro. It's free. Hit the like button. Got 300 people in here. Only 760 likes. And make sure y'all subscribe and hit the alert bell. It's a new Caneville channel. So if you thought you had it down, no. There's a new Caneville channel. So subscribe, hit the alert bell. Y'all got to do all that stuff again. And you want to become a villain, I'll make sure I put that in the comment section, man. And peace, dog. We out here.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip, but the gunshine stay high. One of them boys still boating in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you killed down here. Niggas better learn the lingo, cause they'll be looking for you in that water finding Nemo. See, Palm Beach County be the craziest. Them Broward County niggas be the craziest. And them Dade County niggas be the wildest. Shout out to Bell Glaze and my niggas at Fort Myers. Salute to all my Florida boys out here on the ground. When niggas out here getting dough with that snow and the sunshine. Ducking nine, waiting at the port to bring in that order. Cause niggas like depend on what come across that water. Welcome.
It's funny how many of y'all still in here listening to that song because y'all ain't heard it in a while. We out of here, man.